We have all felt excited to embark on something new, only to be overcome by an overwhelming sense of anxiety. It can be frustrating and demoralizing. It took me 5 years of trial and error, and I figured out a powerful framework with 4 tips that will help you take back your power. In this video, I will guide you through the framework and the tips, which are very easy to apply. Understanding the source of anxiety. Anxiety doesn't only come from external factors, but mainly from how we perceive and interpret them. If others in similar situations don't experience the same anxiety, it reveals that our emotions are not only caused by situations. Instead, they come from our perceptions. Our perceptions are influenced by our memories and the emotions from those memories. And they arise when they are triggered by things associated with them. These memories give rise to emotions and thought processes that reinforce anxiety and fear. To overcome anxiety effectively, we need to explore our emotions and thought processes. This self-reflection allows us to address the root causes of anxiety and reduce its impact on our lives. Now let's move to the tips. On every segment, I will teach you what to do. The first tip is to embrace the present and learn to be comfortable with anxiety. When we experience anxiety, our instinct is often to try to get rid of it. However, this response actually amplifies the anxiety rather than alleviating. The reason behind this lies in how our emotions and perceptions influence our thoughts and behaviors. We interpret everything based on our current emotional state. So when we try to get rid of anxiety, this is creating more anxiety, because in an anxious state, all that comes out of your mind is anxiety. So to effectively reduce anxiety, we need to break free from the cycle of mental chatter. Instead of constantly trying to suppress or change our emotions, we realize that they're caused by our mental chatter, which is our thought process, which is based on our current emotional state. And this mental chatter amplifies our anxiety. So we must learn to accept and stay with our emotions. This can lead to a sense of comfort and acceptance, weakening the power of anxiety over us. Through embracing the present and releasing the need to interpret and alter our emotions, we can stop feeding the thought processes and they will weaken. Now let's move to tip number 2. Stopping our compulsions to escape our emotions and silencing the mental chatter can be challenging. However, we have the power to indirectly control our emotional state by focusing on our awareness, body, and breath. But let me explain. Your awareness, body, and breath serve as a mirror that reflects how you feel about your surroundings. To feel better, you can start by releasing tension from your muscles and allowing your awareness to stay soft and accepting, not moving it away from one thing and towards another thing, thinking that's going to relieve us. Managing your muscle tension and breath can make softening your awareness easier. And lastly, get into the habit of maintaining a relaxed physiology in relation to those things to the point that you even forget you're doing. Deep breathing combined with muscle relaxation activates your parasympathetic nervous system, triggering a relaxation response that counters the fight or flight response of the sympathetic nervous system. Additionally, using a heart rate variability HRV tracking device like an Apple Watch can help you monitor your relaxation levels. Tracking your HRV helps you understand when your sympathetic nervous system has been activated, and you can reduce the self-judgment by seeing the physiological cause of your state. By incorporating deep breathing into your daily routine and paying attention to your awareness, body, and breath, you can cultivate a sense of calm and control over your emotions. Remember, deep breathing is not just a technique, but is a valuable tool for achieving comfort and emotional well-being. Now the third tip is Tracking and exploring anxiety triggers. Anxiety and negative thoughts multiply themselves constantly, like weeds that grow in our minds. As we experience anxiety, it reinforces our beliefs and it creates more memories to be anxious for. To take control of our anxious thoughts, we need to be aware of them and restrain their growth. One method to achieve this is by noting down the events, thoughts, and beliefs that trigger our anxiety. By dedicating specific time to reflect on these triggers, we can delve deeper into the emotions and thoughts surrounding them. This focused reflection allows us to gain a better understanding of the root causes and implications of our anxiety trigger. As we become more aware of the thoughts and memories associated with these triggers, we can start untangling the web that fuels our anxiety. Tracking and exploring our anxiety's thoughts and triggers empowers us to address and work through their underlying causes. By understanding why certain situations trigger our anxiety, we can write them down and be aware of them, and then practice relaxing our bodies, breath, and awareness, as I said before. By relaxing through each of the thoughts you wrote and reviewing it often, we can indirectly control our reactions next time an anxiety trigger occurs. We will be prepared, and the act of writing it down considerably weakens the compulsion to escape the emotion, and by this it weakens the mental chatter and thus the emotional reactions. But we need to be totally aware and note down all of the thoughts, beliefs, and triggers. While tracking anxiety, it's also crucial to dig deeper and explore the reasons behind them. The reasons often stem from past experiences or conclusions we made ourselves. By diving into these reasons, we can uncover the interpretations and labels that contribute to our anxiety. For instance, a specific work project might trigger anxiety due to a negative past experience or a fear of repeating it. Allocate time each day to sit down and contemplate these triggers for 10 to 15 minutes while also relaxing your muscles and breath, and this reflection will help you gain a deeper understanding of the emotions and thoughts surrounding the trigger, unraveling the interconnected web that fuels our anxiety. As we solve our anxieties, we gain a deeper control over our triggers, and remaining physically calm, we can break free from automatic reactions and limiting mindsets. Once you can look at these reasons and thoughts and no longer react, and you can go through the situations that triggered you and no longer have a negative reaction, then the anxiety will be gone. And we can achieve this by being aware of the triggers and to take control of our physiology during these situations. Then those automatic reactions will be over, and the limited mindsets from this reaction will have ended. Now the next step is to be aware of anxiety in the pursuit of desired outcome. Often we overlook the anxieties we experience while striving for our goals, and we unknowingly add to our struggles without realizing it. There's one way in which we can realize if we are adding to our anxiety, and this part is crucial. We can use the technique of writing down our anxieties with our goals. We simply have to be relaxed and write down the outcomes that we are pursuing. And by doing this, you will realize that there's huge amounts of anxiety and negative emotions behind it, just by bringing it to your awareness. And the reasons we suffer so much in pursuing our goals is because we have these emotions. But these emotions are not in the things we're pursuing or the things we do. As I said, they are in the thought processes, beliefs, and memories we have. So they are more material for us to work through. So practice this instead of just pursuing things with no awareness of the emotions you are harboring. And remember, they don't just stay there, they multiply. Everything we do from an anxious place gives us more reasons to be anxious. Use the same techniques I said. Write them down, be mindful of your body reactions, practice deep breathing, gradually become more comfortable with these situations. As we intentionally work through our anxiety, and gain familiarity with the pursuit of our desired outcomes, we weaken the grip of anxiety over us, our actions and decisions. Fear and hesitation are replaced with confidence and clarity. Conclusion: managing our anxiety is crucial for our well-being. We cannot allow our anxieties to thrive in the background by us not taking note of them. By understanding its sources, practicing being aware of it, deep breathing, tracking triggers, we can reduce our anxiety and achieve our goals. With consistent effort and self-awareness, we have the power to overcome anxiety and create a brighter future. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, click the like button. Subscribe for more self-improvement videos from my perspective. I wish you all the best.